Must have had a strong, impressive work getting past our defences. Now turn around and see if you have the same luck going the other way. And why should I not rip your jaw off your skull and claim it all for myself?
As he listens, his face suddenly changes. Recognition dances into his eyes.
Suppose I could make an exception. Go and see the boss, Rivellon. He's got a soft spot for travellers with something interesting to say. So go interest him.
You made it past the traps, fair enough. But you still better step carefully, stranger, or I'll tear your throat out with me teeth. Sitting pretty and generally not answering questions from nosy parkers who ain't lone wolves. Them, we eat the neck apples right out their throats. Ha ha ha.
The sharpshooter turns from his silent watch over the mill and its approaches, and holds you in a steady regard. A thin, grim man carefully sands the end of a beautiful, unpolished longbow. He studiously avoids looking up as you approach.
Am I in your way, sir? I'm not supposed to be trading with the other guests. Roost's orders. Fine, just please be discreet. I'm very much at Roost's mercy while I'm here.
Maybe that's why I ain't landed a mark in a while. I'm unhappy. Hey, it's a good living here. You know that.
Your living is nothing if you're unhappy.
Never knew you to be sentimental.
A lone wolf mage naps quietly. She talks in her sleep.
Laugh all you want, Mudbarrow. Madmen tell tales, and dead men's ghosts do not.
It's the waiting that gets you.
A compact, heavily muscled dwarf turns from her training. She flicks her wrist, and instantly her axe, a stunning elven weapon, is a hair's width from your chest. The blade sings. She gives you a long look, then relaxes. The blade moves back an inch.
That blood belongs to its original owner. It adds character. I look forward to adding God-woken blood to the mix. Mind your own business, mate. It will if you swing it at me. Especially if you're an elven raider with more enthusiasm than skill.
She returns to her training.
Piss off! Unless you got money. Not likely anything you can afford. Right! Pissed off!
Your living is nothing if you're unhappy.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Your living is nothing.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Logical, sentimental. Unhappy people are sloppy.
Maybe that's why I ain't landed a mark in a while. I'm unhappy.
Is nothing if you're unhappy.
I've spotted something.
I'm getting paid. Ain't stuck anywhere. Keep your hands off the merchandise or you'll be hearing from me.
The Red Prince stands stunned when he sees the woman you were about to address.
It is she. The woman I've dreamt of since birth. The secret of my soul, my sweet lady, it is an honor.
He approaches her, goes down on one knee, and courteously kisses her hand.
You do not disappoint, my prince. You're every bit the gentleman they said you'd be. How very pleasurable, is it not, to finally meet in the flesh? For it is very much in the flesh that we must meet, after all. Become one. Oh, Father, life shaper, that is what the goddess called you. How good of you, dear Prince, that you have come to shape life in me.
She looks at you for the first time with a look of understated condescension that could rival the Red Prince's own.
I am Sadha, Princess of the House of Law, and you interrupt the destined union between the Red Prince and the Red Princess.
Softly, she moves her body against his, puts her arms around his neck, her mouth hot against his ear.
Let's forget for a moment all the forces that drove us here, shall we, my prince? Let us think of nothing but ourselves, one amid a nest of satin. You and I, we know each other like only true lovers do. So at long last, let us become lovers.
By my empire, yes. At long last, we shall become lover. Quite. Why don't you, enjoy a nice stroll? A nice, long stroll, while the lady and I enjoy a more private moment.
Sadha smiles at him so endearingly, it almost melts your heart.
Come, my prince. Let's retire to that satin nest of mine. Follow me.
Sadha and the Red Prince enter the wagon, close the door behind them. Nothing for it but to wait until they re-emerge. A sound reaches you from the wagon, some kind of moan. You take a step closer. The sound becomes more pronounced. There's definitely moaning going on, but what kind of moaning? You place an ear against the wagon, and you listen. Oh my. Yes, there's no doubt about it now. You have all the empirical evidence you needed to conclude these are very much moans of ecstasy. Which leads you to deduce both of the wagon's inhabitants are, in fact, quite safe. Feeling rightfully relieved and satisfied to have done your duty, you can't help but notice one of the window shutters stands ajar. You stand on your toes and look into the window. Golly, this is the first time you see the beast with two backs and two tails. Holy, that is highly educational indeed. You wonder if... Uh-oh. Sadha is looking you right in the eyes, and she seems none too pleased. There's a hustle and a bustle and a rush of naked bodies. Next thing you know, the Red Prince has opened the window, grabbed you by the collar, and lifted you up into the air.
What in the name of Damien's demon-kissed arse do you think you're doing?
Sure, if we wanted to get eaten by a bleeding boy.
No, you bloody well shouldn't have, you shameless little...
Without a further word, the Red Prince releases his grip, and you fall to the ground with a rather hard thud. Overhead, you hear him close the shutters with a bang. Spoil sport. Several hours later, Sadha and the Red Prince exit the wagon hand in hand. He glares at you and is about to say something when you suddenly witness a group of lizards appearing as if out of nowhere. Their commander is a vile-looking lizard, his face the very definition of mischief. Chuckling, he addresses the couple.
Well, 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 look who's coming up for air. Mighty powerful noises I heard coming from that there carriage. Teensy bit jealous I am.
Silence! You will bow before us and explain this intrusion, or by the seven I will cut you down where you stand.
My, oh my, you didn't tell Loverboy anything, did you, dollface? Naughty, naughty? You've been played for a fool, little prince. She's sworn to another. That's right. Your boo is betrothed to a very different kind of king. All she needed from you was a dollop of prophecy juice. I dare say she got it.
You utter villain!
Oh, well spoken. Advice I will duly follow.
The Red Prince gently cups Sadha's face in his hands.
Sadha, my sweet, our meeting has been shrouded in mystery, but Know that I'll do right by you. Know that I love you.
And I love you. Together we will brave it all, even the king.
Oh, ain't that as sweet as a bowl full of peaches? Hate to be that guy, but I gotta break up the party now. Time for you and your belly full of litter to crawl back to the king, darling. Gonna get me some private time with Prince Charming myself.
He grins widely, revealing rows of blackened teeth.
I've always had a soft spot for red meat.